In a place of countless lessons, at first it appeared this one would be survival. In a matter of moments, that changed.
It's just a wonderful church. The people are caring, loving, very close-knit.
Hope crashing with each falling piece.
You can feel the power of God in our church. People come to visit because this is just wonderful. Not felt that to other churches.
Fire trucks everywhere.
The church has been around for centuries, but Steve Mize joined just 5 years ago.
I didn't expect to have this kind of emotion. It's a building, but it's also a home.
And just when it seemed so much was lost, something was found. Comfort in each other.
I can't believe the emotion this is bringing up. To just stand here helplessly and watch it burn.
Determined to make sense of it all.
Maybe this is Lord's way of giving us a new church, a bigger one, a better one.
Yes, He'll provide.
And then Pat Udy remembered something more. One of the few things saved from the church lobby.
It shows us that Christ will help us get through. We still have that picture and that hope.
And in that picture, Steve Mize finds another.
Where God sees the big picture at all times, we see just small portions of that big picture, and it don't make any sense to us. But to Him, it makes perfect sense, and I think maybe that's what this is all about.
A building lost, but around here, hope would not go out. It's easy to spot parts of the past in downtown Greenville.
Statues that are going up, fountains.
But few people play that version of Ware's 19th century Waldo, as well as this guy.
Point out those interesting details that you might pass up.
Take the old courthouse, for instance.
And incorporate some local details.
You could look all day and never notice the flowering cotton balls on the top part of the columns.
Which, of course, reflect our textile history.
Just one of the things John Nolan plans to point out on his walking historical tours.
I love getting people excited about things that are great.
Hand things no more.
Right behind me on what was a large grassy hill was Chicora College.
Because of fire, the building only exists in black and white.
The fire was so bad that flames from this burning building went over the river and caught a house on Falls Street, caught the roof on fire.
Speaking of the Reedy River,
Falls Park is really the center of the birth of the village of Greenville.
This was also the center of the economy, with mills around the falls. You can still see bricks from one of those mills in the rocks of Falls Park. So John Nolan wants people to enjoy a modern downtown from the perspective of its pioneers.
It makes the experience of enjoying our city today that much more rich and meaningful.
Aaron Harkness, WYFF News 4, Greenville. Anyone can ride high on ideas, but very few people can actually ride the idea. Such is the case with Hugh Yarbrough.
This has become a very popular means of transportation in the big cities, being Charlotte, New York, D.C. And it goes to show that little old Greenville we can compete.
Especially since little old Greenville isn't so little, more than a mile downtown from North Main to the West End.
Greenville's got such a great restaurants, but they're kind of spread out, and there's people like to sometimes hit 2 or 3 a night.
So Graham and Hubert are trying to speed up the travel downtown, making on tired feet a novelty.
I'll see you in just a minute.
They've bought 8 bike cabs.
So people won't worry about where they park. They can park anywhere and know they can get anywhere in the downtown area with just, hailing down a pedicab.
These are brand new from Charleston. Each cab weighs 150 pounds without any passengers.
That's pretty easy without any people on it.
But it's probably not fair. The first ride on Main Street is pulling a reporter, photographer, and 30-pound camera.
Ask the guy pulling you.
Hoping to pull more than people.
It's fun. It is a lot of fun. Okay. it's a workout.
but also profit.
Hopefully we can get a lot of people excited about this.
An idea set in motion.
We have just the deck and lawn area.
Always greet you with a smile, and you can depend on them.
There's nothing quite like men playing a kid's game to knock the childhood right back into you.
It's a beautiful day for baseball.
Especially when your childhood hasn't been quite the same as the other boys. Since second grade, Christopher and Drew have made a friendship out of being as different as they are the same.
I think if they could be together 24 hours a day, they'd be together 24 hours a day.
How you doing?
Good.
And the Greenville Drive saw their potential to do a different take on the same job.
Handing out the program.
Just watching
Somebody got to do it.
is enough to bring out the little kid in a mom and dad.
Proud. Very, very proud. On a scale of 1 to 10, about 11. You're constantly made aware of what he can't do.
You see, what Drew Palmer can't do very well is talk.
He can't say much. And now you can see what he can do. I understand him better than anybody.
For some reason, Christopher understands Drew.
I speak for him.
Christopher Wade doesn't walk. But come game time, the cerebral palsy they live with
If I drop something and he picks it up,
doesn't much get in the way.
they work together as a great team. What Christopher can't do, Drew can, and what Drew can't do, Christopher can.
The job gets way more than done.
He helped me, and I help him.
They don't really want to work without each other.
And even the moms and dads get paid.
I just really appreciate the opportunity they gave me.
In something no ticket sales could ever buy.
You know, for a little fellow that probably wasn't supposed to be here when he was born, says a lot.
I mean, I knew he could do it, but it made me feel confident in him that I could let go.
It all has a way of knocking off some of the worry.
Not being here for him.
About the grown-up things to come.
When he wants something, I can understand him.
Got a program for me? Thank you.
Yeah.
This summer will make two boys with cerebral palsy a little more like men.
Wow. This is awesome. Look at all these people.
And two families closer than ever.
Just being at the ballpark every day.
The same,
I don't know why it works.
only different.
It just works.
Works for them.